Hi, hello, and here it is. Finally, it is finished. The drawing, of course. But with the drawing, we can work. Actually, we can work macrame or we can work any other art. The base for the work is done. I think it is more or less okay. I'm happy with the idea, I'm happy with the structure. These things here, they represent the feathers. And I think they are okay. They are all right. The eye, I went to the first eye because actually the eye was not. The other eyes, they were not so good as I think at the time. So these things here in triangle, they represent the feathers of the body of the ego. So that's why it is all over the body. Now in here I have to use really black because if I put these white squares in the middle will make the drawing completely confused and without properly seeing. Now the feathers are okay in black. They have here the wing division. So this is the division, this is the wing and this is the feathers. The feather. These are other feather and this is another feather. So there is a difference. And here it's the body, of course. And in here it's the wing that comes. Of course that in this part, aha, I miss here one. I don't believe it. Unbelievable. All right. I miss here one. I know what it was. I had this one in here, but because it joined with this one, I cut it with a small square. Ah. Aha, you see, now it's there. Unbelievable. This is completely unbelievable. The work is never finished. We have to look at it and look and look and look. And we always see something to make better. So, I was saying that this is the curve of the wing, of course. This is the body, the eye. I make an option for the first eye. Actually, the first eye was a miracle. And the beak, I just left it as it was. The only difference is, in here, this is too much straight and I make a small curve. This curve gives a beautiful effect, doesn't it? And this one has a curve also, this also, and this one is more or less as it was. It is very interesting. It is different from these ones, but it is very interesting also. And that's it. An eagle with the wings like this in a certain side perspective. This here was to try to give it a little 3 dimensions, but I don't know if it is enough. So the head comes and then comes to the body and then the body goes to the other side. Well, it is what it is. And I think it is very much worthy. Please be free to use it. I free this as public domain. Although this was very work, but if anyone wants to use this drawing after all, I will be extremely honored. And so be free to use it and to make corrections. There are always corrections to be made. You see this distance here is 1 2 3 4 and here is only 1 2 3. So there is here something. I don't know, this one is much more interesting. This one is also more or less interesting, although this is the opposite. Here I have 1 2 3 and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see, there is always possibilities to make it better. Perhaps this one more in here and to come to here, this curve from here to here. I don't know. In this one, I also don't know. Perhaps this curve make it a little more to this side. There are so many ways, so many, that this is infinite work. Actually, I saw a movie about this. There is a movie, a Spanish movie, El Sol del Membrillo, the son of a eatable fruit. It's a fruit. I don't know the name of the fruit, but it is a yellow fruit. It's an amazing. Well, it's a movie, but it is almost a documentary, right? It's a document. It's a statement. It is more or less. It's a story of an artist that wants to capture the light between the fruits and the leaves and the tree, and it is so difficult that almost he can never finish it. As I said, a light impossible to capture. It's an amazing book, amazing video, no, amazing movie. It's a DVD movie. You can find it easily in the market, I think, or even online. I don't know. But what I know is that it is precisely this paradox of the artists. We are never happy with the result. We always look at it and we say, okay, it's good, I'm pleased, but we could do better. But I decided to end it here because precisely I remember that scenes of the movie. We cannot ask more than it is humanly possible, and for me this is what I can do right now. Perhaps in a few months or years I can make it better, but right now this is my better, and I hope my better is good for you and that you enjoy it and use it. Please use it. Be my guest, my happy guest. Now I'm going to show you a little of the work. Now I have already shown the first video, the second video, and the third video. So this is like this. You see these cuts, these ones cuttings. It was corrections. There are always corrections. You see, corrections. In here is a lot of corrections, because here it has spaces and here there are no spaces, and that was very ugly. You see this one here, this one black here was what I have put a white square on top, because this one actually spoils this white. Is a white river here, right? Always white, and suddenly it is cut. No, it is not this one, it is this one. Alright, it is this one, not this one, it is this one. So this one's, oh my goodness, well, whatever it is, the corrected one is better. Here, problems with the wings, the curves, to try to another places. I cut these ones inside, I cut them the outside. I have changed some places, I've cut these. So there is always a lot of concealed work. You see here, I cut them all here and try to make it not so wide as here. Small cuttings, small addings. But actually all these movements, they are usable, We can use it to some other works because they are not so bad as they seem. And here another the positions of the wings, the feathers of the wings. In here, these I marked them because these actually were more or less what I've made on top. You see here there were little differences, and here they were corrected. And here I have difficulties in these 3 dimensions, so I have also to cut some places in here to try to see what was the effect of it with full color. This one is I use it here the same, a good feather, trying to up it, try to cut it, try to, wow, this was so much work, so much. Here is a wing, a new feather from the wing, not a wing, a feather. But of course these curves, they are a little fantasy, okay? It is true that the feathers in the eagles, they curl, and they can curl quite a lot, but not like this. All right, this is fantasy. I use it because sometimes fantasies in working art are better than reality. So this is not photography, photos. These are not photos. So this is not a photo, okay? This is art. So I have a little difficulty with this style of the curve. And here you can see I was already struggle with the feathers, the positioning. Well, I love it. In one word, I love it. It was a lot of work, but I love it. That's the way it is. I love it. And this one, I use it on the other side. So another curve. I was trying and trying and trying. This one is the head. It's a part of the head. This is another. Well, that's the way it is. Aha, here I introduced this is actually the other feathers, the small feathers that cover the long big feather. This is very important. So I was adding that. And here you see I've made something to there, but then I cut it because it was not good. And here the same problems and troubles in making the right angles. This is all very interesting, right? I like particularly of this wing, feather wing. I like particularly of this. I think we made this in videotape, right? It was this one, of course. And I said that I could make this one to this, and I did. These ones, they are terrible. Actually, they are terrible. You see, a straight line, and a straight line. This is much more beautiful. Aha, the old eye. Well, this eye, I like it, but actually, I don't know. I like it alone, you understand? When it is in the head, I just decided to put it on the other side. So the eyes that we have seen already in the first or second video, and this is the original. Now the original, as you have noticed, I have never made corrections on the original, because the original is the original. Actually, if one starts put black inside all these feathers and starts making the body here and start making everything as it was, this one is valid too. This form is always valid. You see this wing, this feather wing that it is here. I use it in the third one. It's this one. That's right. This one is this one. Almost exactly as this one. Almost. So, what do you think? What do you really think? This one has too much black in here, right? This one was only just a small point, and this is a big and long feather. That changes everything. This one was straight, this one with a slight curve, and these ones, they have curves. It changes all. And here, it changes it also, because this one has a curve. This is completely bad because the feathers don't have a protuberance in here. So this is on the shoulder, you understand, this is the shoulder, and then it comes, if it is round it is round, if it is straight it is straight. So I have tried to take it out, and I made a straight line, but actually this one is not bad also, perhaps to make a continuation and more to this side. You can do it, you can use whatever you want. I like this one too. I think that this one is precisely the opposite between art and mathematical mind. So this is the mathematical mind and this is the artistic mind. In this mind, I free myself. I started and I was not worried a slight thing with this, the countings, if it is all right, if this is like this or like this. No, I just do it, and it's an art impression. This one I was very much worried, as you saw in all those papers that I have shown you. All these papers, well, yes, in this I have worked with the mathematical, analytical mind. And is this better than this? Well, I'm not so sure. Of course, this is already finished, and this is not finished. One of these days, if I am in a well mood, I will make another one like this, finishing this one, just for us to see the real differences. Maybe I'll do that if these videos have people that are interested. That's the way it is. If people are interested, maybe I will do this one complete, with the body, the feathers in here, just to see the impact. Tomorrow, perhaps. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you very much. I'm glad and pleased to have made this, and I'm even more glad that people see it and enjoy it. So thank you, and see you in the next video.